Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Career Circle podcast. If you're new here, welcome, and if you have heard the other episodes, welcome back. My name is Amrita Mishra. I have worked in a corporate for the last 2.5 years, and I'm here to share some of my learnings and experiences that have helped me in this 2.5 year journey, something that I wished I knew before I started my job. So, here it goes. Today, we are going to talk about visibility, and this is the term that I had heard for the first time after I joined a new job. So, I really hope this podcast helps you, and don't forget to subscribe or to this podcast wherever you're listening to it, YouTube or Spotify, right? So, let's get started. This video is divided in three sections. In the first section, we are going to talk about what visibility is. In the second section, we are going to talk about the three myths of visibility. And finally, we are going to talk about how you can become more visible, some practical steps that have helped me to become more visible, and the advices that I've received from some of my senior colleagues and even my friends. So there are some bonus tips as well. So yeah, here goes. Let's talk about what is visibility first, right? So visibility is when people know you, they remember you, and they notice you, whether you are in office or you're not in office. When something needs to be done, they come to you. So it's sort of like personal branding, but personal branding is kind of more niche when people know you for a specific reason. So it's not exactly that, but yes, for a good personal brand, you need to be visible first to the people. Now, let's talk about the three myths that people usually have when it comes to visibility. The first one is visibility means coming to office daily. Not at all. So, if you're going to office every day and you're sitting in one corner and working, and people don't really know you, they don't care about you, it's not visibility. And I have heard this in a lot of organizations where you just book seat anywhere and like no one knows no one, and that is not called being visible in your organization. Even when you're working remotely, if you're not connecting with people or talking to people, you're not visible, right? The second myth that we have is that visibility only means when you're working with senior leaders. It's not true. Like, people should know you, and then the word automatically goes to the senior leaders, right? When you're working in different initiatives, when you are a part, and when your name comes up everywhere, then senior leaders will also notice you, they will also know you. So you don't directly need to work with them in order to get visible, right? And the third myth of visibility is that it is not applicable in remote settings. It is usually in office, right? Like, you need to be visible in office, you need to be visible physically. And that is a myth, because visibility is a career aspect, right? It helps you grow in your career. So whether you're working remotely or you're working in office, visibility matters as much, right? So, those were the three myths about visibility, and now we are going to jump into how you can improve your visibility in the organization. So, here are three practical tips to help you improve your visibility in the organization. The first one is working on impactful projects or initiatives, like anything that is important to the organization. And how are you going to identify these? Like, you can identify these opportunities. People talk about it, people post some volunteering opportunities, and after a point in time, you get to know how to filter out these opportunities. More importantly, once you have worked on this, you need proof, or you need something to uh, state the fact that you have worked on it and your work has created that specific impact. Visibility is about being seen, and you are seen when you create an impact. I don't know, I think it's as simple as that. So how do you actually make sure that you state this fact correctly, that your work has created an impact? The number one would be maybe to document this, and the second one would be maybe, like, if it's not confidential or anything, you could talk about it online, you could post this on LinkedIn, or Instagram, whatever, whichever platform makes you comfortable, so you can talk about the work that you are doing. That is how you can participate in different projects and initiatives, and then also have the proof that your work has created that specific impact in the initiative. Let's move on to the second way of improving visibility. The second and the third tip of improving visibility are somewhat interlinked. So, the second way is to speak with different teams and speak with different people, even in your team. It's not just about who you're working with directly, or like just your team or your manager. You should be able to have a good broad network, and it helps in many different ways. It's interesting to learn about other people's work, and it's interesting to share about yours. And you don't know what kind of opportunity can come from where, so just it's kind of like increasing your surface area of luck, right? So talk to different people. And yes, the third tip was that talk about your work. Maybe you initiate a project and talk about it, but just talk about your work in detail. Like, try to explain people what you're doing and how it is going to create an impact, so like people remember it sometime, right? So let's say if I'm working on something and I talk about it, and it involves a specific skill, any technical skill. So next time, maybe someone, if they need someone with that specific skill, they'll remember me because I've already worked on those kind of initiatives. So that's a plus always. So definitely talk about your work, share about your work. Don't get into a lot of, I don't know, it depends who you're talking to, but I would prefer if you don't go into a lot of technical details. And yes, it's like discuss, talk, and don't just listen, also talk and share your work. So those were my three tips. Now I have three bonus tips for you, that were shared by my friends. So I'll just read them out. I have them noted down here. The first one is try to work on a project where multiple teams are involved. This will give you the opportunity to know the other teams and work with them, right? So, as I said, different, like you should be talking to different teams and not just people in your team or your manager. Just spread your network out, and we can talk about more about networking if you want. I can drop an episode for you and just share some tips that have really helped me. So yes, you never know what opportunity can come from which side. Let's say if you want to switch to a different team or change your career entirely altogether, then it would be helpful to have connections in different areas. It's not just about who you know directly, it's also about maybe your friend from a different team knows a person working in a different company, or knows another person working in the same company where you want to switch. So it really really helps to have visibility in different teams within the organization. I cannot stress this enough. Okay, so the second thing is try to participate in group level or organization level discussions and put your opinion. As I said, right, talk about your work, talk about what you're doing, and yes, share your opinions freely, because like obviously you don't want to offend or say something like which is derogatory. Like, we should all have those basic etiquettes when we're working in an organization. But yeah, just do share your opinions if you agree with something, if you think something is a good idea, or you think that it could get better. You would think that there could be some improvements made in the current solution or something. Definitely feel free to put them. People really appreciate that. And yeah, often we are afraid to speak up, but do speak up. People really like that, like always open to. I have hardly experienced any discussions where people are not open to opinions, right? Okay, and the third thing is find a problem that your team or organization is facing and propose a solution. Invite others to review and provide feedback. So you're initiating a discussion over here, and when you're proposing a solution, also you're initiating something. And I think we also discussed this a little bit in the previous section. So again, it's about taking initiatives, and people should know that you are enthusiastic about doing something, so that they can rely on you later. They do provide you opportunities later. So yes, definitely seek out feedback that helps you talk to more people about your work and show your work, as we would say. As I've been like, I don't know how many times I've said it already. So that also helps in increasing your visibility. Okay, so we are done over here, and I am so glad that I have recorded this second episodes, and I'm like very excited to put this out after editing. So I can't wait for you to listen to it. And if you have any comments, any suggestions, any feedback, please feel free to DM me on Instagram. You can DM career.circles, or you can DM Creator Amrita on Instagram, and I would love to take some feedback on this episode. And if you have any suggestions, you can also drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and do check out other episodes of the Career Circles. I am sure that it will help you somewhat in your career, or it will be a good reminder of things that you're already doing or not doing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and see you in the next one.